The final season of Stranger Things broke the streaming record of an English series on Netflix with 59.6 million views globally in its premiere week. Now, count me as one of the people that's not part of that 59.6 million people, because I've never seen Stranger Things. Actually, I've seen the first 2 episodes of season 1. It just wasn't for me. I don't know what it is, I just couldn't get into it. But what it is for me are sneakers. And this time, Nike and Stranger Things are teaming up to come out with this special release. Stranger Things Nike Air Foamposite 1 Vecna. The shoe is dropping on February 27th for $250. It did actually already drop on the 13th at select retailers. $250, insane price. Foams are always super expensive, but usually, at least recently, they've been coming for $240 for general releases. Special collaborations, they do up the price, so obviously this is one of them. And the theme of the shoe, of course, inspired by the Upside Down in Stranger Things. As I said in the intro of the video, this just doesn't appeal to me too much. I don't know who Vecna is, but I did my research. Apparently, Vecna is one of the main antagonists. He is this guy, this thing, whatever it is. Just in terms of like the tie-ins to the show, like I'm not a fan of the show, I haven't seen it, so a lot of the references doesn't hit the same as like a Tekken shoe, where I grew up playing Tekken. But in a vacuum, first impressions of the shoe, I think it's actually a pretty nice looking colorway. It can be a little like out there, kind of childish, I guess, with like lightning bolts all over, but just the red and the black, it looks pretty cool. Wouldn't say it is like one of my favorite foams ever, but just in a vacuum looking at it, I do like it. And the box of the shoe, you will see this world map with a message from Nike, and it says, from Beaverton, Oregon, Nike sports shoes have become the preferred shoe of champion athletes all over the world. Like athletes, we always keep trying to improve our performance, and we always will. Now this box does have like this distressed aesthetic to it, and that extends onto the shoe, which I'll get to soon. But on top of that, it also has these vines that you can actually feel the texture of all throughout the box. And actually you will see on one side this paid tag, and on the other side it says, thank you for shopping at Bradley's. That is a fictional store in Stranger Things. Inside the lid, Stranger Things branding, and the paper itself, the branding continues. And then inside the box, you will get these pins. Each of them have Stranger Things references. So Bradley's, that store, you'll see on here as well. That is also seen in the box. Hellfire Club is this. I'll just put it here. This long neck thing, I'm not sure what it is. And then this, I'm assuming, is a radio station. And on the cardboard itself, where this is pinned to, subtle hints there. Will I ever use this? No. Do I like that they gave them to us? I do, because I'm a greedy. And in terms of the materials, of course, Foamposite material, so you will see this very, very out there design, mainly red and black with the lightning bolts all across. That is a reference to the storm inside the Upside Down. And this does also remind me of the Foamposite Gin colorway that dropped. It might have been 2 years now, but that's the first thing I thought of when I saw these lightning bolts. And if you didn't know, this material is made by heating up polyurethane to around 175 degrees Fahrenheit, poured into a mold. Once the liquid cools, forms this very, very unique shape. And the shape of the shoe was inspired by a beetle. And a few good things about a Foamposite. Number one, it is very durable, so you can wear this for quite a long time and it'll just last. Number two, the more you wear it, the more it molds to your feet. And the Foamposite material that comes nowadays, it is slightly more softer than like the original Foamposites that came out in 1997. So it doesn't require as long of a break-in time. And if you're wondering if the lightning bolt does glow in the dark, there you go. Moving on to the eye stays of this shoe, it does come in like this cracked leather. So it is not like synthetic nubuck like the original Foamposites came with. So they changed things up there. And then this mini swoosh is like its own piece. So that is not like embroidered or stitched into the eye stays there. Pretty cool. I hope that doesn't fall off, but I do like how that elevates the shoe a little bit. And then you will also get this mesh tongue on a shoe that obviously doesn't have much ventilation. This is pretty welcome. And right at the top, you will see an upside down Once In logo. Flipped it upside down, of course, to play into the whole upside down theme of Stranger Things. And you'll see very subtly right down the tongue here, these vines that is like stitched on that leather piece. And you may have noticed this shoe does come with distressed laces out of the box, no extra laces. So this is the only choice you're stuck with. And I actually think that looks pretty good. The distressed kind of aesthetic fits into the entire aesthetic of the shoe with the cracked leather eye stays too. So I do like that. Another color I think would be pretty cool is maybe like red. I think that would fit pretty well, but black laces looks really good too. And this tongue is actually part of this inner booty that joins to this little booty tab here. So when you're putting your feet in, it's actually like in that booty there. And moving around to the booty of the shoe, you will see the 1 cent logo again, like its own piece, just like that mini swoosh at the forefoot of the shoe. Usually for a normal Foamposite, you get a 1 cent logo, obviously the right side up, and that's like embroidered into the shoe. This is its own piece. I like that. Upside down again, just like the tongue. And you'll see these 2 pull tabs on the Foamposites. And it does have, that's supposed to be like vines. Again, I haven't seen Stranger Things, so some of the references I may miss. I've done my best to research all of them, but right behind the pull tab, you will see like a hidden message that says "Found you," and apparently that is what Vecna says. So if you've seen the show, you'll definitely get this reference. And in terms of the cushioning of the Foamposites, that does come with full-length zoom as well as another zoom unit in the heel. So it's pretty beefy in terms of tech specs, like in 1997 especially. It also does have a carbon fiber plate, so that extends a little bit onto the sidewalls, provides a lot of side-to-side lateral support as well as rigidity. Carbon fiber also helps with kinetic energy return, so it provides some explosion, gives you that springy type of feel that you want when you're playing ball. And you'll see on the outsole, herringbone traction, tried and true, in this pinkish color. It's not exactly like translucent or anything. And one thing to notice here, the 1 cent logo on the outsole, that is not flipped upside down. And again, if you're wondering if this is glow in the dark, it is. Insole of the shoe, custom branded. You will see Vecna's face. Quality of it, nothing like super fancy. And in terms of sizing and comfort, I am a wide and flat footer for Foamposites. I usually just stick true to size. It does take a bit of time to break in. Just have patience. You really got to wear this shoe in. When you first try to put this shoe on, it can like take a little bit of stuffing your feet into. Like I've got a really sore back, so I needed help stuffing my feet into the shoe. But once you get it in there, it does fit kind of like a glove. Like it wraps around your feet initially pretty tightly, but the more you wear it, just the more it loosens up, molds to your feet. Comfort-wise, it is still a pretty heavy shoe. It does feel like a brick underfoot, flat to the ground. Carbon fiber can also feel kind of stiff. So if all of those things are deal breakers, maybe this isn't the most comfortable shoe for you. For me, I think for a wide and flat footer, this is actually decently comfortable. And that brings the total score of the Stranger Things Foamposite Vecna to 39.5 out of 50. Pretty good score compared to other collaborations. Now first, it is colorway. As someone that is not a fan of the show, so I don't have that extra type of connection to the colorway, I still think it's a pretty good colorway. I like these hints of orange, almost infrared-like. Yeah, this is a nice colorway. I don't think it's like delicious or super delicious or anything, but it's definitely good. Definitely good. And in terms of the materials, the foams are just so unique, still just one of a kind. It's durable, molds to your feet the more you wear it. Only reason why I ever only give it 9 out of 10 is personal preference. I just really love nice, delicious, thick leather. And in terms of the comfort, if you're someone that loves like very light shoes, especially the ones that you can find in 2026, you won't like these. These won't feel good on the feet. But most of my shoes that I wear are like retro shoes from the 90s, early 2000s. All of them, or a lot of them, are bricks in terms of the weight. So it's never bothered me. So comfort-wise, I think this is good. This little booty kind of wraps around like a sock. So I do like that. And in terms of the versatility, I think foams are kind of out there. Not the most wearable sneaker. I don't think like a random person off the street is going to look at a foam and go, I could wear this in so many different settings and places. But for us, people that love sneakers, it's decently versatile, but the colorway is just super out there. Like not many people will want to wear like lightning bolts or like red, this much red. Wearing this out and about, I don't think that's a huge audience, so it's not the most wearable shoe overall. And in terms of the storytelling, I think it's actually pretty well done. I mean, they've already provided the canvas and template for good storytelling. just have to utilize it. So the upside down concept is given to Nike, put it on the shoe. I don't think it's that hard of a job. I'm thinking or struggling to think what else they could have done because I'm not too familiar with the source material. I don't know, I can't think of any good ideas. Let me know if you have any in the comments below. And today's throwback of the day, it is the Supreme Nike Air Foamposite 1 that dropped in 2014. There was the black colorway and then there was the red colorway. People camped for these outside the New York City store. Of course, you probably know what happened. It did not go down well. They had to cancel the release, and this shoe was supposed to celebrate Supreme's 20th year anniversary, and that design on the upper, that is Versace inspired. So it's been 12 years since this shoe has released. I don't think they're ever going to bring these two exact colorways back, but they should. Every once in a while, a TV show would become a cultural phenomenon. Game of Thrones definitely became one. Squid Game, absolutely. Stranger Things, I think it did as well. And the final season of Game of Thrones, everybody knows by now, it was absolute horse. Squid Game, I watched only 2 seasons of that. Apparently, the last season was trash as well. So please let me know in the comments below if the final season of Stranger Things also followed in their footsteps. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Soul Inclined. Let me know what you think of the Stranger Things Nike Air Foamposite 1 Vecna. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, so wear your shoes.